You'd be the only one for me, like a diamond in the rough. So we got it, like a diamond in the rough. We should never let it go. Gold platter, making me high again, oh high again, like a diamond in the rough. So we got it, like a diamond in the rough.
Hello, and a big welcome to Trendz. We're live here at the SABC's headquarters out in Auckland Park for a feast of entertainment news and personalities that have Twitter, news headlines and social media abuzz. My name is Priscilla, I'm your host, and we were ushered in by the handsome actor, musician and producer Nick Soul, who I'll be chatting to in a little bit, especially related to the song he's just performed. We are, of course, on Twitter as well. Our handle is @Trendz on SABC, so do holler at us and let us know what tickles your fancy in our show today. Now, a film that is building bridges between the US and South Africa, the rom-com Love by Chance is a co-production between South African filmmakers Dumi Gumbi and Katie Wettig and US-based producer and director Samad Davis. Now, the film includes actress, producer and director Terry J. Vaughan, comedian Desi Banks, and author, motivational speaker, actress and college professor, the ever-so-fly Dr. Joel Robertson, and of course, Lil Zane. If you're old enough, you'll definitely know who that is. Now, an amazing, eclectic cast, and they teamed up with our equally talented stars Atandwa Gani, Altavis Lawrence, Denise Zimba, and also Nicholas Nguna, who's here in studio. Now, the international stars have all been in town for the red carpet premiere that happened earlier this week, and Trendz attended the press junket. Take a look.
Actually, I have a few questions for you before you propose to her.
Propose?
It all started last year as a concept when the award-winning international film and television producer Samad Davis attended the premiere of the top-grossing South African film, Mrs. Right Guy. Fast forward to April 2017, that thought of creating a platform for top actor Africa talent to have a production in the United States of America has now become a reality with the production of South African US romantic comedy film Love by Chance.
He was rather skeptical whether we could actually pull it off in terms of like when it came to finances. You know, he kept on calling me, are you sure this is going to happen? Are you sure this is going to happen? I was like, listen, let's get a script. And then let's get a script and then let's get a cast deck to the people that you're talking to so that we can actually then put a financial package together and see whether we can actually do this or not. And it was a leap of faith. You know, we've done 3 films already in the last 10 months, which is quite incredible for a small little outfit. There's only 2 of us, 2 producers in the business, so we what we say to everybody is, we looked at this thing as a big opportunity for us to say, let's try something that hasn't been done before, and if it works, then we can continue doing more collaboration.
The American talent in the film includes 2016 Strangers with Memories actor Desi Banks and Joel Robertson, who starred in films like Christmas Swap and Come Back Dad, and celebrity actress Terry J. Vaughan, who starred in Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns and appearing now on Oprah Winfrey's new drama series Greenleaf.
For me, working on this film was It definitely was amazing. It was an amazing experience. I've known Samad for a long time. So when he called me about it, you know, the first thing I was like, oh, cool, get to go to work, because we're actors. We like to work.
Yep.
Yes.
And then he was like, yeah, but I really can't pay you. I was like, Samad. And then he told me the whole,
Let's
you
get
know,
to work.
he told me about the whole project. I read the script, how it was merging South African actors and American actors and the whole culture of it. And I was like, it just sounds so beautiful. I was like, yes, of course.
For me, it was the film treatment of everything, you know, seeing like the whole breakdown of each characters and, you know, seeing that I can portray one of these roles, you know, so that really caught my eye, you know, and knowing it was a comedy, you know, that comes, you know, natural for me. So, you know, I thought that would have been something amazing to be a part of, you know, to maybe get me to another level of, you know, the things that I do. So, you know, that's what kind of attracted me to it, you know. And seeing it was a South African film, so I'm like, wow, you know, it's something different, you know.
When I got cast, Sheena is the American friend, but it still was amazing and fun. And I think for me, like Desi, I was really excited that I was going to work with actors from Africa.
So
I was
nice.
just like, this is like a dream come true. And like he said, like it was love at first sight, like we bonded. Because I had to play best friends with these young ladies that I just met.
The son of legendary director, actor and playwright John Kani, Atando Kani, stars as the male lead of this film, and winner of the first season Top Actor Africa, Altavis Lawrence, as the leading lady.
I play Bailey Kingston, the love interest of a certain human being that is not here right now, Mr. Atandogani. But I play his love interest, and we are two aspiring South African actors who happen to meet in America and find love with one another, but then get very competitive because we're in the same industry and one person books more work than the other person. So can a relationship really survive that? Can two artists really have a beautiful, thriving, and, you know, a beautiful relationship when you're in the same industry, butting heads? So we meet by chance, we fall in love by chance, we're in the same industry by chance, and now we have to navigate our way through love, through our relationship, and through our careers, and hopefully we make it out on the other end together.
Love by Chance includes Altavis Lawrence's co-competitor in Top Actor South Africa, Nicholas Nguna, and our sister channel's hit soapie's former actress known for her role as Mary Gumede in Generations, Denise Zimba.
It's almost like a great play, almost like a great August Wilson play. You know, there's a puzzle and everything matches. And this film is almost like every character is bringing so much great quality in it. You know,
no such thing as a small character.
You know, it's so beautiful and it just comes together and every scene helps it.
The romantic comedy is coming out on May 5th in Mzansi at a cinema near you.
Nice one indeed. And so I do have Nicholas here in studio, seated on the couch. Now, he's known actually as Nick Soul in the music industry, and he's taken his combination and love for writing, acting and music to the international shores of the UK and the US. Now, he's previously starred in Shaka Zulu, the musical. He's also played Simba, Raw and All, as part of the classic and beloved Lion King UK and Ireland tour. Now, you might have also caught him on Scheme Some on SABC 1, and he recently dropped an EP titled Hot Eyes with a song titled Diamond, which he just performed for us, and that is one of the songs that has made it into Love by Chance as well, the theme music for the movie. So welcome, Nicholas.
Thank you.
A whole
Thank
lot
you so
that
much.
you do. Just tell us about this week must have been amazing for you, and very busy though, right?
Yeah, it's been crazy from like Sunday already. You know, when our American cast came through, we met them. Then we started with the press junket, and it's been crazy. So this is actually really the breathing moment I'm getting, because I'm performing and I'm having fun and I'm talking to you, you know.
So
but it's been so crazy.
And I mean, you act. I mean, guys, I'd mentioned if people are old enough, they'll know Lil Zane. But do people actually know that Terry J. Vaughan? Do you remember, guys, La Vida? I'm like Cedric the Entertainer, and how he was always like La Vida, you know, in the Steve Harvey show, way back. Okay, I'm revealing my age. But anyway, Love by Chance, awesome film. Elsa Visa was here a month ago or so with Dumi as well. So you have this very interesting role. Tell us a little bit about who you are on the film.
I play Aaron, which I like to call him Aaron in South African style.
He
He literally represents South Africa in all the stuff that has been said. Because when I traveled to the US in Washington, I met a lady that said, you guys talk like that?
Yeah.
You guys really have buildings? You know, so there are stereotypes internationally about us as South Africans. Because and they always encompass Africa as if it's one country.
Yes.
So our job is
and
to
when you say you're from South Africa, it's like, the south of Africa, but what's the country called?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay,
so Aaron is just that guy who goes underneath, you know, and has a top secret and he reveals it.
Sure,
and that's
right
the truth that needs to be spoken about.
Yeah,
about
fantastic. But working with such a cast, were you guys well received though, you know, in America? Because it seems like everybody just gelled so effortlessly. You know, I don't know if it's acting that we see on the camera or not, but it genuinely seemed like you guys had a lot of fun. I mean, we've seen the pictures on social media. We saw you at the premiere as well. You know, everybody just seems like they just blended, you know, effortlessly.
I would say Samad knew how to really collect the right talent.
Yeah.
But not just amazing on screen, but amazing also behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So we've had an amazing time with Terry J. Vaughan, Jair, you know,
and
Desi.
everybody is so talented outside of just being in the film. Everybody really is their own powerhouse.
So we've had an amazing time, and they're leaving soon.
Yeah.
So it's always like, they want to stay more. We want them to stay more, you know. But we're sort of discussing in terms of bridging the gap more.
Fantastic.
From the film and also traveling overseas.
What's your first love? I mean, Nicholas, you do so much. You've studied musical theatre, am I correct? I mean, you've studied this. You are in it. You're in film. You're in television. You've done theatre. What's your first love as well as music?
Geez, my first. You know what? I'll be honest. You know, I do it equally great, acting and singing and composing, but my first love is music.
Really?
I've done this from church. You know, I've given my time to it, and now it's time.
Yeah.
And hence Hot Ice is out and available.
Fantastic. Congratulations on that. So how long has it been out? And it's an EP, so Diamond is the first single off there?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And music video?
Music video is actually almost done.
Okay.
So I'll come and just drop it straight
I hope so.
to you.
A little birdie told me that it's in post right now, so we want to see it. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But I mean, working with such a multi-talented and diverse cast, what are some of the most fondest things that you take away from working with them, and little lessons that, you know, those off-camera moments where sometimes, you know, the magic is even more because those off-air comments and conversations get to touch, you know, the inner you, the actual real Nicholas, not just your character in the movie.
Yeah, you know what Terry J. Vaughan said, which really I feel like touched me. She said, I don't know why there's always been that, but I mean, it's the media. But she said, I don't know why you guys think we're different. It's just that maybe we have a better platform.
Yeah.
But being on set with you guys, I've realized you're as great and as talented.
And you guys really are. You guys really are. All of you. Yeah.
So what I've learned is that, look, we're the same. And I think my main thing now is just really taking a flight and going to New York and doing my best to represent Africa, because it's possible.
Sure. Being that guy who Atando plays in the movie where he's just out there hustling and he's like, I'm going to get mine, come what may. But all of you really do a fantastic job. The movie comes out next week. Next week on the 5th of May.
5th of May.
I really hope people will go and fill the cinemas because it's so fun.
Please
it's very dramatic as well. I mean, you guys, you know, but your South African cast members, Denise, Alto, Atandwa, who else? Did I miss anyone?
Yeah, it's just the four of us.
It's the four of you, But awesome job. I mean, kudos to the producers as well. And just, showing that, you know what, the talent that comes from Africa and South Africa is actually on par with the rest of the world. Thank you so very much. Nick, are you performing for us again?
Not sure. I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
We'll talk about that on camera. Thank you so very much,
Thank
Nick.
you.
Oh my gosh, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. We have a performance right now, a gentleman who has been making waves all over the world. So do
He's playing. I can't hear.
A top 5 rated horse racing event in the world, fashion is a highlight for those in attendance. All decked out in blue and white, the Lomorians Queen Plate is the premier event that kicked off everyone's social calendar.
That it was all part of my master plan to cast John Legend but deprive him of his normal instrument and give that one to Ryan.
The House of Truth is not just a name. It is a religion. It is a lifestyle. It is a conviction that drives us.
What really excites me is how people have kept it very simple and also played with the theme, and how each person has interpreted it in their own way.
To stay updated with all the current entertainment news, tune into Trendz every Saturday from 12 to 1.
Phones, cloud systems and robots have taken over a lot of what used to be done manually.
Our accounting system is actually based on the cloud.
Google nowadays can tell you where you parked your car.
And Africa's entrepreneurs are using technology to create.
With Pocket Masipala, you can basically do all the services that you would do at the municipality physically by going there, but you can now do them on a mobile app.
Join me, Spumelele Zondi, on Sundays at 9 p.m. on SABC News.
Izwankosi ukukhala kwabantu abakho baba. Izwankosi ukukhala kwabantu abakho baba. Siziletha kuwe somandla, siphakamisa udumo lwakho vele ncangi. Yizwa ukukhala kwabantu abakho baba. Yizwa Nkosi ukukhala kwabantu abakho baba. Yizwa Nkosi ukukhala kwabantu abakho baba. Siziletha kuwe somandla, siphakamisa udumo lwakho vele ncangi. Yizwa ukukhala kwabantu abakho baba. Asiziletha kuwe somandla, siphakamisa udumo lwakho vele ncangi. Yizwa ukukhala kwabantu abakho baba. Siziletha kuwe somandla, siphakamisa udumo lwakho vele ncangi. Yizwa ukukhala.
Oh my goodness, we have Tlale Makhene here in studio. I'll be talking with him in a little bit. And apologies for the technical glitch just before the ad break. But yeah, so critics are raving the world over about this exciting musical that has just hit South African shores. The Herald Sun in Australia claims the show is vivid, daring and over the top, while the Daily Telegraph in the UK sums it up as being hugely entertaining and insanely glitzy. And now it's our turn as this Oscar-winning hit film turned theatre production has made its South African African premiere at the Artscape Theatre in Cape Town last month, and now it's in Johannesburg. I am, of course, talking about none other than the hit musical Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and Trendz was there to get a sneak preview before it opens this weekend at Monte Casino's Teatro.
Get ready for the musical journey of your life. The critically acclaimed hit musical, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, based on the Oscar-winning hit film, makes its Johannesburg premiere this month, featuring an all-South African cast on stage at the Teatro Monte Casino until Sunday, the 18th of June.
It's a story of friendship, basically. 3 friends who are basically traveling to go and do a performance in Alice. And then, but each one has sort of their own journey that they need to go through and things that they need to find out not only about themselves or in their lives. Tick has a son that he needs to go and meet. Each person has their own struggle that they're going through, but at the end of the story, at the end of it all, it's a story about friendship. 3 people finding family, finding friendship, finding where they belong.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is a heartwarming and uplifting tale of 3 drag artist friends who hop aboard a battered old bus, aka Priscilla, and go off on the adventure of a lifetime through the Australian outback to perform in Alice Springs. On the way, they find friendship, love, and far more than they ever dreamed of.
As they both said, Priscilla is just about friendship, love, and coming together of 3 really close friends. It's about prejudice and overcoming prejudice. It's about the struggles of homosexuality, transgenderism. But at the end of the day, as a normal theater goer, we don't have to look at the labels that are put behind people's sexual orientations. It's about love. That's it, family and love.
With a dazzling array of over 500 award-winning costumes, 200 extraordinary headdresses, and a hit parade of dance floor favorites, including I Will Survive, Hot Stuff, Finally, Boogie Wonderland, Go West, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, and I Love the Nightlife, this wildly fresh and funny musical is a journey to the heart of fabulous.
570, yeah.
Get with it! 500! And really quick changes. Really quick changes.
Lots of help from wardrobe.
Lots of help. They work very hard. Like you've got no idea. And the love behind what they do, sometimes we give them a lot of struggles because I'm so tired, but they're like, come. The love behind it is just so amazing. Our dressers, the wardrobe people, the makeup people, the wigs, we change wigs every 2 seconds, 2 minutes.
That's a little extreme. I mean, in general, yes.
Yeah.
But us, we're a little more laid back about that.
Yeah.
Because we're so fabulous, right?
Yeah.
The proudest South African, exceptionally talented 28-member cast, live band, crew and creative team give audiences a night of unforgettable performances, nostalgic music and an entertainment experience with all the sparkle to share in Priscilla's fabulousness.
Good day, Trendz. I'm Eloise Goebel. I'm right here at the Teatro at Monte Casino where Trendz was invited to an exclusive sneak preview of the amazing musical Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Now, as you've seen earlier, we did have a chat with some of the stars of the show, but there is a way that you can see it. 3 lucky winners can win double tickets to see Priscilla, Queen of the Desert by answering this easy question.
Who or what is Priscilla in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert? That question again, who or what is Priscilla in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert? Send your answers to @Trendz on SABC.
And then just one short answer, why should people come out and see Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
It's an amazing show.
It's fabulous.
It's
My
amazing.
answer would be, why not?
Why not?
Nice one indeed. Please do go to Monte Casino to check Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Now, the world's most unique running and fundraising race is back. Wings for Life World Race is a truly global event that takes place in 24 international locations at the same time. Now, this year, the race marks its 4th year and it'll be returning to South Africa, which happens to be the only WFLWR event in Africa. But it is a very unique race with a twist that my guest, Stacey Holland, is going to tell us more about. Welcome to the show, Stacey.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure having you here. So please do then go on and elaborate as to this very unique twist.
It's a race with a difference.
Yeah,
right?
it's a race with a difference.
We all start at the same time.
Okay.
And, each country has their start time. In South Africa on the 7th of May, ours is at 1 o'clock.
PM, AM?
In the afternoon.
Okay. That's a good thing. No, but I mean, if you're thinking time zones, 24 places all over the world, it's like, oh my gosh.
It has a little bit of a crazy twist, which I absolutely love. In that a car is going to be chasing the runners, and when the car overtakes you, that's when your race is done.
So people are actually trying to outrun a car.
Yes. So you run as far as you can run. Exercise is a blessing. The fact that we all have the ability to partake in this race is amazing because we're doing it for people that have been affected by spinal cord injuries. It's to raise money for research into spinal cord trauma. That's what Wings for Life does as an institution. And so we're taking the opportunity to run for those who can't. 100% of your entry fee goes towards the organization and what they're raising money for. I mean, that's unique in and of itself. And
absolutely
most
fantastic.
of the time, MPOs have to split this type of funding. They still have to function at the end of the day, but they're saying 100% of the entry fee goes towards the research, goes towards the cause. So I'm running for my little brother. I went to school with him. He's not my biological brother, but I did go to school with him. He was involved in an accident. And so that's my particular champion that I'm running for. But I mean, anyone can run for any person, the cause itself.
Is this the first time that you are a part of, the
It's my first run.
It's your first run,
So I've dedicated, or I've set the goal of running 10 kilometers. Hopefully the car won't get to me by then. I haven't run longer than 16K, so we'll see. It's all about testing your limits on the day. You can run 5Ks, you can run 3Ks
well,
if you
are
want.
uber fit, so I'm sure you'll manage even more than that. But awesome, Stacey. So, I mean, for people who don't know much about, Wings for Life, where can they get information, and can they still enter? And
yes, so entries close on the 3rd of May. Please, guys, enter. We want as many people to enter.
And it is for a good cause.
I think
if people can't even, if you can't even run on the day, just enter anyway, because the money is going to
wait until the car chases you, but at least you know that the money is going towards a great cause.
So it's definitely not a kind of race where you bring your baby and the stroller and everything to, look at that on screen, we have the cars over there.
Look at, I mean, that's amazing. And we're running at the same time with all these 24 countries, and there's a global leader, there's an African leader as well. You literally get to do what you can. In fact, the 2015 winner was from Sweden, and he did it in a wheelchair. So, I mean, what excuse do we have, really, at the end of the day?
Goodness gracious
So, entries close on the 3rd of May, guys. We'd love you to participate. Are you going to join us, Rifilwe?
If
you
sure.
can. 7th
After
of
this,
May,
me and
1
you need
o'clock.
to talk.
Yes, okay, we'll chat. Okay, maybe this will be like your running journey. I needed something to get me going. So, if people out there do want something to sort of get them off the couch, to start that fitness journey, you can do something for a great cause.
Absolutely fantastic. Did you mention how much it is?
250 rand.
250 rand, okay.
And you can go onto the Wings for Life World Run website. And all the details are there. It's very easy to enter. And a lot of us, all the ambassadors, Hlubi Mboya's also an ambassador, and she's amazing. So go and see what we're talking about, why we're running, why we're choosing to get involved in this amazing cause.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so very much, Stacey. And we'll see more of you doing other projects. You are, of course, on television as well. So thank you. Pleasure having you here, supporting Wings for Life World Run.
Thank you.
Awesome. And right now I'm having another performance. I still have Tlale Machene with us in studio, and he's we're going deep and mellow in studio today.
Lesi, vesi, yes, Abira, Ashia, Ela, Chiloni, Ashia, Ela, Ebelewe, Laba, Nubaluni, oh, Lesi, vesi, Lukuni, Laba, Nubaluni,
I'm Alicia Jali, joining us live from our Johannesburg studios. A quick look now at your current news leaders. Parliament's Communications Committee has decided on 5 names to sit on the SABC's interim board. And the Constitutional Court has directed Social Development Minister Bathabile Dlamini and her department to account for their handling of the social grants contract.
And in tennis, Serena Williams has withdrawn from the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells and the Miami Open due to a left knee injury.
We're expecting it to move just in the towards the southern parts of the country, not so much it coming towards southern Africa, not even touching the Mozambique channel. It's just going to move back towards the Indian Ocean.
Stay tuned to News Today, Monday to Friday from 3 to 5:30 p.m.
Welcome back. You're still watching Trendz. Now, he's referred to by many as the Groove Master. South Africa's remarkable drumming talent, Tlale Makgene, has released his latest album. It's titled A Piece of My Heart, The Colors of My Soul. Right, so influenced by his Sangoma grandmother, who often danced and rolled bones to the drum beats. Now, this jazz artist has produced over 300 jazz albums worldwide. Internationally revered, Makgene is also regarded by musicians and musical fans here at home and abroad as the Groove Master. Welcome to studio.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure having you here. I mean, that title, what is it again? Say it in your words, in your way.
Actually, the title is Swazi Gold.
Swazi Gold?
Yes.
Okay, so what's that title that I got from my producer? But that was so deep. But I mean, everything that's written there, I'm like, okay, you know, your music is very soulful and it's very rooted in its Africanness.
Exactly.
And, you know, it comes through effortlessly. You are not there to be all hype and noise. You take a person in. It's like an introspective journey listening to you.
Exactly.
Right.
For me, I take myself as a vessel that carries all the messages from the spiritual world, the hope and everything and good news. And so that's who I am.
Okay.
And
I like what you say there about good news, but how then, with so much bad news, do we tune that out to bring out and focus on the good?
Actually, as an individual, I believe that to do music, because as a musician, I'm one of the most fortunate people that I can go and access the deepest parts of your soul and heart and shake that tree and prune it and all that, and so that by the time I finish, you are a smiling face, you are a smiling soul, and everything is just bright. You see life differently out of that. And as a musician, that's what I have to do. I'm a healer. I'm a bearer of good news.
Yeah,
yes.
Fantastic.
And Swazi Gold is that.
Yeah, fantastic. Swazi Gold, any link to the people of Swaziland?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I was born in Johannesburg at Diepkloof 2006 and raised in Swaziland.
Okay.
And this album says, thank you to Swaziland and thank you, more than Swaziland, to Africa.
Right, for instilling
the
gold.
The gold, which is what we are.
Fantastic.
And the Swazi Gold, the gold side of it, is a series of works. When I take traditional music, classical traditional music, into the urban area, because we need that bridge from our classical traditional music into the urban space.
Okay.
So South Africa, we are slow onto that, but this album speaks to that as well.
Fantastic. You've traveled all over the world. That number, 300, this is crazy, but congratulations and amazing. And it's so, I think of you and I think when you walk into, a retail store that sells music, we'll have to look for you in the world section music and you'll talk to the guys and they'll be like, no, but we don't know who that is. And yet overseas, so many people celebrate your music. You've worked with the best of the best, UK, Europe. You still come back home though, and what is it that you want to always leave with them to show them, the brilliance of Africa? Because many people also just know your Ladysmith Black Mambazos and those people, but with you there's something that you leave with them. And what do they say to you? Because I'm sure you've performed even in places where they don't even speak English.
Exactly. The beauty about music is that I do not have to understand your language per se, but you understand me soul to soul.
Yeah.
Because when I play the music, it comes out. And the lovely thing is that about music like Swazi Gold and Ascension of the Enlightened with my first album is that it's typically Southern African sound, not necessarily Swazi Gold as much as it's Swazi, but it's world music. So it sells not only Tlalemakhene, but it sells the southern part of Africa.
Yeah.
And to answer your question again, what do they say out there? They love the music because I do not bring the superficial side of the arts and trying to be flash and trendy, but we do trend spiritually and psychologically.
Precisely.
We need to conscientize each other on the spiritual side and our physical side is in the mind, that who we are all one. We're from the same pot. And with that, Swazi Gold dresses that. And as Tlalemakhene, when I go out there, I represent not only South Africa or Swaziland, is Africa, the whole of Africa, and everyone. I represent the first people, which is who we are.
Fantastic. I couldn't have said it better. And where are you performing? Where can people catch you? I mean, you are like a national treasure, so people must get to know Tlalemakhene. Where are you performing?
Firstly, the album is out. We're on iTunes and CD Babe. You can. For more information, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. Tlalemakhene, on Twitter, Tlale Groove. And most probably I'll be in Swaziland very soon for the International Jazz Day to do a little bit.
And pay homage to the people that have contributed to your sound. Thank you so very much, Tlale. And you were the 2014 MTN Summer Award winner for Best Contemporary Album, a jazz album, for Ascension of the Enlightened. Thank you for continuing to enlighten people. Thank you so very much. Now, the 25th St. Louis Jazz Festival, one of Africa's top music events, kicked off in Senegal's northern coastal city, St. Louis, this past Monday. Now, the week-long open-air concert offered fans performances from both local and international stars, including Senegal's Baba Mal, Gambia's Jaliba Kouyaté, and US jazz composer and multi-instrumentalist Marcus Miller. Take a look.
Once a busy French colonial trading port, the sleepy city of St. Louis bursts into life. From dusk, jazz from the open-air concert blends with African rhythms and drifts off the shores of the tiny island, down the normally tranquil banks of the Senegal River. This year, the event brings together over 18 international and local artists. It was the first time Kuyete and his group, the Kumera Band, performed at the festival. The musician is known for his use of the 21-string West African harp known as the kora. He said his music is educational and promotes peace.
In kora music, olden years, kora musicians were talking about kings and chiefs, how they prepare themselves in war to fight against each other. They were receiving these praise songs of kora musicians, and so that they fight well, they gain some more arms, they gain some more slaves. But when I come, I have a different trend. That is to keep our hearts calm, cool, so that we befriend each other.
Despite being one of the oldest music festivals and one of the most prestigious on the continent, St. Louis Jazz Festival has suffered setbacks in recent years due to security fears in the region. The festival was almost cancelled last year but went ahead as planned, although many of the invited artists failed to attend. This past week, the daughter of the legendary artist and activist Nina Simone, Lisa Simone, took to the stage. American blues musician Lucky Peterson is due to perform on the International Jazz Day tomorrow.
Nice one indeed. Africans are definitely a people who love music, but also film. And the European Film Festival is back for the 4th time at Cinema Nouveau Theatres in Johannesburg, Pretoria and Durban from the 5th to the 14th of May. Now, the lineup of films represents 12 countries, including Ireland and Croatia for the first time. Now, each film reflects the skills and takes on the world of filmmakers who are not limited by national borders. In studio, I'm with festival curator and director Katarina Hedren. Welcome to Trendz, Katarina.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure having you here. So
Nice to be
4
here.
years in, clearly South Africans are loving what's coming out of Europe.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Tell us more about
Film-wise.
what is going on with the film, and for people who don't know about it, just a little bit more.
Yeah, so we, during 10 days, we show 12 films from as many countries. Films of different genres, different themes and topics, just to showcase the best in European cinema. So the criteria is that these are films that have won awards or acclaim or become known in their own countries and internationally. So quality and then something special to say in a special way.
Right. And so, Katarina, I do want to ask though, is there ever, the films that do come through for the festival, do they have to have a link with Africa in a certain way, or is this just what is currently happening in Europe and just bringing down for the African market?
Basically, it's good storytelling. So
Okay.
we don't work with themes, for
there's no
example.
themes,
We just pick films. I pick films that says something about either this time or a particular filmmaker's personal view on something, and something that I also, I consider the context where the films are screened. That I think will resonate, that people, not because it has a connection to Africa necessarily, but because the films also talk about universal themes, whether you
and so
live
many.
in Europe or
every
Africa.
Every time you watch a film, it almost cancels out borders and even language, because
Exactly.
there is always something, as long as you are a human being, I think is universal things that we all go through regardless of where we come from. Tell us about Croatia being part of it for the first time this year.
That's super exciting.
Yeah.
They are represented.
Know that Croatians have a film industry that's booming. Okay.
They do, and this is a beautiful film, which when I talked about things resonating with the context where they're played here in South Africa. So the Croatian film is called The High Sun. It played in Cannes, where it won the award.
Fantastic.
For best new filmmaker, I think it was. And it tells a story. It's basically 3 love stories that takes place during 3 different decades. 91, when the Balkan War started.
Okay.
2001, when the war had just ended, and 2011, sometime after.
Okay.
And it's 3 different love stories where the casts are the same in the different stories, but they play different roles. And it's very much like South Africa for me. It tells a story during a very hard time, just after the hard time, and then during a time where people might want to forget about certain. Some people want to forget. Some people need to feel the need to also still remember and consider what happened.
Okay. One very interesting one that should be very topical is the one about Madonna's men. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called Strike a Pose.
Strike a Pose.
Okay, but interestingly enough, it's not. It's it's a Dutch documentary. Okay,
so it's a Dutch documentary.
Yeah.
We have several films that take place. They don't stay within the national borders.
Okay.
So the Belgian film, for example, takes place. It's a road trip through Europe. The UK film that we can talk about after takes place in America. And Strike a Pose takes place in America as well. And it tells the story of Madonna's background dancers during her famous world tour, the Blonde Ambition tour.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting. And what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward to that one, and I'm looking forward to see all the films meeting the local audience.
Yeah. And people do turn out. I mean, Cinema Nouveau,
really
it does have a different kind of clientele to your mainstream cinema, but people do love what is offered at Cinema Nouveau.
So I'm looking forward to this film and also American Honey that I talk about, which I think also will attract a completely new audience.
Fantastic. Tickets, all of that, is that on the Stir Kineko website?
It's on Stir Kineko Cinema Nouveau website and also the film festival website, eurofilmfest.co.za. We also have a hashtag on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, Eurofilmfest SA.
Okay, thank you so very much, Katerina. Pleasure having you here. And I mean, we love films, we love music, so I'm sure this year the festival will continue growing even more.
Cool.
Pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, as the saying goes, you are never fully dressed without perfume. Now, we were out in Braamfontein at a fragrance and partnership launch and had a chat with a couple of our male personalities about their fragrance preferences and, of course, their winter trends. Take a look at this.
There's 3 different offerings from Signature range, which has got that, that oud wood and vanilla smell or scent to it. Then there's the Adrenaline range, which I'm in front of right now, and that's more your iced musk and ginger, so the more fresher smells. And then there's also the Urban range, so that edgier type of guy, that urban cool kind of guy.
Out of the 3 fragrances, which one would you say is your favorite?
The Rage. I prefer the Signature, and simply because of the smell and like what it represents. Great smell.
I love my very sort of strong masculine scent. So the oud wood Signature range, oud wood and vanilla type of scents are definitely me. Something that's stronger and something that just I think you can wear throughout the day, and it represents me a whole lot because I wear suits a lot of the time and I like to keep things nice and clean. So Signature is definitely more the type of man that I am.
Tell us a bit about 2017 for MT. What can we expect?
More music, more visuals, more collaborations, surprise collaborations, international, local, you name it, and I'm also, branching out into Africa as well, so yeah, man, it's been a great journey so far, and I still want to go to all the countries if I can, God willing. So yeah, that's where my mind is at, and I just launched my own record label. So yeah, and I just signed 2 artists. So yeah, it's on, we on.
I do 2 things that I focus on. One is music, the other one is property, house and house. So I'll be definitely dropping a lot more music in 2017. Some of it definitely targeted for the global market, but trying to not isolate the South African market. And the dream of becoming a billionaire property mogul carries on, man.
I'm going into some talent management. We're finding some incredible talent out there and taking them forward. I'm still doing work with all the TV work I do with Top Billing and a couple other series. Doing a little bit of international work that's coming and the great brands I'm lucky enough to work with. So definitely pushing more and more of that and hoping to break out bigger and better.
When you think about 2017 trends for winter, what would you say are your top 3 items that you gotta be decked out in for this winter?
Yo, you're asking the wrong guy. Like, Euphonic is always dressed like clean, black, simple, minimalistic. I don't like to overcomplicate my fashion sense because I don't have a fashion sense, but I just like simple, clean stuff, and I don't like heavily branded items because I feel like as a human being I'm a brand on my own. like not euphonic, but like as a brand, so I don't need clothes to define who I am.
Everyone should have a nice coat, a pair of boots. This is for the guys. So a pair of boots, a really good pair of boots that you can wear through the coldest days, and then. Because it's winter doesn't mean you always have to dress in dark colors. So the other tip I'd give you is that whatever you think you should wear when you go with all your dark colors that you put together, try find a pop of color.
You know, the denim jacket, you know, but this time around with the fur in it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's that new. That's that 2017. You know, so yeah, with the Sachi pink. Ooh, pink is the new. Yeah, you know, the diamonds are choker, you know. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the cross. It's gotta stay prayed up, you know. So yeah, I'm out here. My girlfriend styled me. She's the one who took out the outfit, and so yeah, shout out to my girl.
Yes, it's Euphonic, and you're watching SABC Trendz.
Hey, how's it? It's your boy MT. You're now watching SABC Trendz. Stay tuned. Keep it locked.
What's up? This is Maps Papanyani. You're watching Trendz. It's time for a break, so don't go anywhere.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Media Monitor. I'm your host, Alicia Jali. What has been happening on the digital front?
To win the CAF Championship was a huge thing, and perhaps we ought to have celebrated him even more.
Absolutely.
73% of our schools, regardless whether they're in the township or they're in urban areas, if you go to those schools, you are guaranteed a matric pass.
It is the one thing that we haven't done well as a country. We have thrown money at it. I mean, if you ask for figures, you'll be told we're spending well in education.
90 billion.
But the performance of the system has not been good enough.
Welcome back. You're still watching Trendz. Now, find your magic is the tagline for a fragrance brand that's collaborated with South Africa's biggest musician. Now, Access has celebrated local and international hip-hop with 2 successful Johannesburg events featuring local hip-hop acts as well as hosting international rappers in South Africa. They are now taking Africa's artists to the world with Access Ibiza. And what a better way to start this magical partnership than with the Dance Again hitmaker, Black Coffee. Now, we were at the launch earlier this week and had a chat with him about what we can expect from this wonderful partnership in addition to everything else he's doing. Here's the amazing Black Coffee.
We've actually been talking to Black Coffee and his team for a while over the last few years, so we're really excited that we can now have a campaign that actually has a lot of synergy between what Black Coffee is trying to do, because he really is the right artist for us, not only because of some of the successes that he's seeing recently over the last little while, but you know, Black Coffee is really about uplifting the youth and helping people unlock their talents, and you know, this campaign is exactly about that. So it was really great when we actually sat down with the Black Coffee team and we saw how much synergy there was in terms of what they're doing and what we're doing, and it was a great collaboration piece that we put together. So really we're just about taking South Africa and Africa's talent and showcasing it on the global stage.
For me, it's what they saying to the people. You know, it's always about what kind of impact can we have, you know, in our country, in our people, and just beyond the product. You know, this campaign says find your magic, and that's something I'm very passionate about. You know, inspiring people to find their magic, and you know, just reminding people how amazing they are and how great they are. And this is it. It helps me communicate that message better.
The other time on Twitter, there was a girl who posted like a song and you called into studio. Can you tell us a bit about what happened after that tweet?
There's actually two guys now. Well, she tweeted it was a birthday. She posted a video and I listened to the song she was singing. I really loved the voice. Organized studio time, we did studio. We did an amazing song. Still first phase though, you know. I'm still to develop that song and make it something much better. For me, I always try and find people who have something I don't have. You know, it helps me. And one man say it helps them, but for me it helps me. You know, so I love collaborating because in the end it makes the end product really amazing. It's always two different worlds. You know, yeah.
You're also doing the Fashion Art and Music Academy with two of some of the great artists that we have in the industry of the arts. Can you tell us a bit about that and where you're going to be taking it in 2017?
That's really exciting. We're establishing an academy called FAM, stands for Fashion, Art and Music. We're looking for premises. We're trying to find a space where we can build this school. For us, that school is it's the roots of what a new South Africa is. You know, we're trying to reverse all the wrongs in our different arts. You know, most South African artists, painters, musicians are still dying poor. And it's not because of government anymore. It's because of poor management. It's because of lack of knowledge, lack of opportunities. And we're trying to create a school where, by the virtue of you being admitted in it, the opportunities are there already created for you. So it is quite a big thing for us and we're very passionate about it.
Not only have you found your magic in South Africa, but you're taking your magic onto the global stages and making collaborations with really big artists. Tell us a bit about how your collaboration with Drake came along.
We didn't know this for a while, but Drake has been a very big fan of the song. And we were made aware of that when he featured that song on his radio show on Ovio, the Beat One podcast, which was a big shocker because we know him as a hip hop artist. You know, so we then knew that he loves the song. You know, we didn't expect him to license the song for his mixtape, and when that happened, it was really also surprising. You know, obviously this is for his own project. He had his own vision, you know, he knew who he wanted to have to sing the song. You know, he knew how he wanted to edit the song and make it sound like it's a Drake song, you know. Different for many, you know, we get mixed feelings. You know, some people are like, no, Superman is amazing. Yes, Superman is really amazing. That's why it's still there. If you love it, you're still allowed to buy the song. Hey, what's up? This is Black Coffee, and you are watching SABC Trendz.
Nice one. Thank you so very much. That's a guy right there whose song featured at number 45 on Beyonce and Jay-Z's wedding playlist for their anniversary. Thank you so very much to Black Coffee and everybody else who's featured on Trendz, our production team, technical crew, and everybody who makes it all possible week after week right here on the SABC News channel. It is a wrap for me today. Do go out there and be awesome. And remember, as you keep on keeping on, that perseverance is the hard work that you do after the hard work that you already did. Now keep on keeping on, people, and join me again next week. My name is Rafil Wemwilwa. Goodbye.